Hello everybody. I'm getting a little late start today in my canning. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Pam from Old AP Homesteaders. Welcome to our channel and thank you for watching and subscribing. Today I'm going to be doing something that is against the canning rules. And I'm sure this is going to drive the canning Nazis crazy. Get down. I'm going to be dry canning. This is the very first time I've done this. I'm going to be dry canning potatoes. And I'm not taking the skin off. Now, I've done a lot of research on this. I've talked to a lot of people. Took a little poll on Instagram. Many people have been doing this for quite a few years. I soaked the potatoes all day because there's bacteria in the ground that, the potatoes grow in. You want to take that off. So I scrubbed, as you can see, I scrubbed the potatoes. Sometimes I used a little bit more power than I should have. So what it says to do in all the recipes that I read, I'm going to be doing quarts. They have to be pressure canned, 40 minutes. So everybody puts in real butter or ghee. I happen to have the ghee. And they add some salt. I'm not going to add salt, I'm just going to add the butter. If you do add salt, I suggest that you kind of shake the can of potatoes up or the jar up, because many say that when you put the salt in, when it's all done pressure canning, the salt is still sitting there on top of the potatoes. So I'm going to be putting in a teaspoon of ghee. That's a little small. Put in another one. And this was in the fridge, so it's a little hard to get out. So I'm just going to start with a few jars because I don't know how many potatoes that's going to fill. So some of the potatoes I'm going to cut into half or quarter. Now the reason I want to try this is I've been canning potatoes for years, but when you add the water, it boils because it's in the pressure canner. That, to me, makes the potatoes a little soft. I'm tired of that. So I'm just going to be putting in some. Just put them in the jar. Okay. Some of them I'm not even going to cut because they're so small. You really can't stuff them in here like you're doing like what am I going to say? Like fruit and stuff. So, let me see here. I just kind of cut the small ones into quarters. Okay. Now I like using the red potatoes. They hold up a little better. Another reason I'm looking forward to doing this is because even though I wash the potatoes, not wash them, but I soak them 3 or 4 times before I start to pressure can them when I add the liquid, there's still starch in them. Not a lot, because I kind of have it down now, but not a lot. So I just thought, well, I want to see what everybody's doing. Give it a try. Okay. Looks like this might even be just 2 jars. I do have more, but I just wanted to start with these. Now the pints are 25 minutes. The quarts are 40, and you pressure can for your elevation. I have high elevation, so I'm going to do about 14 pounds of pressure. See, these are kind of little. So what I'm hearing from everybody is these fry up beautifully. They almost have like a crispy texture. All right, so let me get the other potatoes. I'll be right back. Okay, so another tip that everybody said is dry your potatoes. Get them as dry as you can get them. One lady that answered my question lets hers just dry out on a towel for a couple hours during the day. Make sure you cut the eyes off if any of the potatoes have eyes. Okay. So since these potatoes are cold, I'm going to start them in a cold pressure canner. My water's already in it. You never add a cold jar to hot water in your pressure canner. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It's always cold, cold, or hot, hot. Okay? No. My cat's trying to get up here. Jerry, no. Okay. I'm anxious to see how these taste. And I will show you that in the video when I'm all done. How they fry up, how they taste. I'll be honest about it. Now, if you like your potatoes about that size, leave them. You don't have to cut them. I don't like leaving them that big size because they're dense. And you don't really want to pressure can really dense food. I got 9 jars now, and I got 9 teaspoons of butter, 10 spoons of butter. I don't think it's going to fill them up. Now these will shrink down. And you still have to wipe off the rim, even though there's no water or liquid in the jar. Just good practice. Okay, probably only going to get 8 jars. Okay, yeah, it just looks about 8 jars. Put a couple more over here. Okay, got about 8 jars. Oh wait, did I forget to put butter? Butter, no butter, okay. I only put butter in a few. Or ghee, actually. Don't use fake butter. Everybody says don't use it. There must be a reason. Butter. Okay. Making sure they all have butter. sure you check your jars before you use them. If there's any chips. Okay, these are all clean. This is kind of scary. I've never, here we go. Never done this before. That's it. Potatoes and butter. Oh boy. We shall see how this turns out. Now you don't want to tighten them King Kong tight, just finger tight. You want to make sure every single jar has a ring. Okay. Okay, I have one left over. Oops, that's a little tight. Okay, I'm going to have to do this one later. Get some more potatoes. All right. Okay, I will bring you back when they are all done. So it's 40 minutes for quarts. Okay, so all the potatoes are done. They look really nice. You can see the melted butter at the bottom. Now I did not add any salt with these. These look great. So I'm going to let them sit overnight because it's pretty late. It's after 11 o'clock here. So I'm going to leave them overnight, and they all sealed. So in the morning, I'm going to open up a jar, and we're going to have some potatoes for breakfast. And I will let you know how they taste and how firm or how soft they are. This is a first for me. Now, I stuffed these jars. You see how much they've gone down? And there is a little bit of it looks like a little crispness here on a few of the potatoes. Especially this one. There's more in the other jars, but they're too hot to touch right now. So I will bring you back, and I'll let you know what we think of them. This is interesting, very interesting. Look at that butter. Okay. Okay, so we're back at a new day. All these sealed. That turned out beautifully. So I'm going to open up one here. Let me see the one that has the least amount of potatoes. Probably this one. So I'm going to open this up. See what they look like? They really cook down. Get the fire started here. So I'm going to make some potatoes and eggs for breakfast. I'm just going to put a dab of oil. You don't have to see me cook our breakfast, but I want to show you about these potatoes. Oh man, they smell good. Look how nice and firm they are. Look at that. You see that? These are actually really firm compared to when I put water in the jar. This is amazing. They smell really good. Let's put some in here. can't believe how firm these are. That's the first thing that blows me away. I can't believe that. Because every time I can potatoes, you know, you have to add the water to them. Well, when you add the water on top of the potato and you pressure can them, it's like you're boiling them. And you've already blanched them to put them in the jar. So when I want to make French fries or something, they don't hold up very well. But look at these. These would hold up just fine. These are hard. Not real hard, but... Okay, so that's a plus. Wow. These are holding up beautifully. And when I open a jar of the potatoes that have been cooked in the water or pressure canned in the water, there's a distinct odor that they have that I'm not really fond of. And they have a taste that it's hard to explain with the potatoes. So here's a jar of my potatoes that I did the old-fashioned way. This isn't water in here. This is broth, beef broth. I think it's chicken broth. And these have very little starch because I soak these over and over and over again. I just can't believe these are just like cutting a fresh potato. Huh. So let me show you. I'm going to open up one of these. Well, let me see if I can find a smaller one. Okay, well, I don't have a smaller one. All right. So look at this. This is mush. This is total mush. Look at Oh. Wow. Okay, we'll do this one more time. Here's the potato from yesterday. And here's the potato done in the water. You can't smash this one. Look at my finger. You can break it in half. But look at this. That's gross. Which one would you rather eat? I'd rather eat that one. All that does is want me to get rid of all of these. Okay, give me an egg. Okay, let me taste one of these here. It's probably gonna be hot, hot, hot. Even smells like a potato. Those I don't like the smell of. I've tried pressure canning them with water, with broth. These are crunchy. And they're solid. And they taste like a damn potato. Oh man. I will never can potatoes like this again, ever. I want to take all these jars and chuck them. So this method, I don't know why that it's not approved. I don't care. This is the only method I'm going to be using to can my potatoes from now on. These potatoes that are canned in the water or the broth, they're pure mush. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for messaging me and telling me how to do this and what to put in the jars. Every single person loved the potatoes this way. I guess I'm the last person to try cooking them like this or pressure canning them like this. But this is going to be the only method I use from now on, is the dry canning potatoes. Holy cow. Okay guys, you have a good day. Try this. If you're still scared and you're canning your potatoes with the water on them, try one jar. Put one jar in your pressure canner and you can see for yourself. These would be great for French fries because they hold up absolutely perfectly. Oh my gosh, where have I been? Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you try this. This will save you a lot of time and a lot of water. Peace out, guys.